Well, just around the halfway point of the season, and we finally get to the C division. And our matchup this time, it is Labatt Blues against the Zombie. Welcome to the Rshl, Daniel Wilson here. And right now the C division has been a big surprise for a lot of teams. Mainly for the Zombie, which has not been up to the high caliber that we usually see from them in past seasons, as they have been struggling to get any kind of goals on net, as they are stuck in single digits in total for the team. The Blues are still looking pretty average right now, but still trying to climb up, trying to catch up with our current top two teams, Border Patrol, which has been the other big surprise, and the Mighty Viking Devils, which currently hold the #1 spot. So we'll go to the breakdown. We'll start with the Labatt Blues. And for this one, I'm going to watch Robert McMahon, a breakout player, and is coming in with 3 points. He only has 2 goals, 1 assist, but he has been one of the players that's actually been producing for the team. So I would like to see more from him. So they do have a good goaltender in the net, but he has to get some more support from his defense, because right now his save percentage is not really doing that well. For the Zombies, we're going to watch Gray Creamer, the current points leader of the team, coming with 3 goals, 1 assist. And that's not really the player I expected to be leading the team on points. But maybe we can see some more moves from him. With the snipers that you expect from the team, unfortunately there has been some absences in the lineup, and that has made their offense suffer. And because of that, it has also led to sluggish gameplay from them. We don't usually see more up-to-speed plays that we see from them. And now they're playing catch-up with the other team, whoever they're playing, and it's pretty much playing at their pace. So with that, we'll get to the ball drop. It is up next. Kevin Frost drops the ball, and off we go. And we may get a fast break here if he can get through Hickerson. He is unable. And yeah, you see that the clock on the board is stuck, but the on the scorekeeper's table is still running. So we'll get that fixed in a minute. The brawl at the point, tries a shot that's wide of the net. Off the boards, and they'll take it towards center. Clement goes left, trying to dance around one defender. That's Matthew Cruz. Goes to the left corner and decides to dump it behind the net. Gets sticked away, and off the Zombie. He'll just push it across the line and force the Blues offside. And that should have been offside, but the officials say no. I could see that clearly from here. That was clearly. It's a malfunction, but the clock here is running. I'll get in a minute. Shot and a save by LeGros, and he'll head towards the corner. But that was definitely an offside. I don't know how they missed that one. But that'll go off the boards.
Hey, the clock's not running, Daniel.
Yeah, it's right on the court. I'll fix it in a minute. Yeah, it's running on the scorekeeper table. I'll get it in a minute.
All right.
And that is Nate Galoppo, relation to Steve Galoppo, that goes all the way back down. And Keith LeGros will drop it off to Evan Mandel. Trying to dance through it. Nate Thomas, he does get through. Set us up for, actually, he'll push it to the right. Yeah, I know. And we'll try to push it back up to Kane. Stick down. Hold it up, and he'll try to center up. Intercepted by Mandel. He'll try to go back the other way. Tries a shot that's blocked by Cruz, pushed to the left corner. Tries a shot that goes behind the net. Actually to the right corner.
Where's that D? Where's the D?
Looking for a center pass. He gets a shot and a save by Galappo. Yeah, the clock is running, but it's running, but it's stuck up there. Just give me a second.
Sir. There we go.
Yeah, it's the wiring.
Gotcha.
And it goes over to Sean Mitten, and it goes to the right corner. Picked up by Nate Galappo, tries to break through.
Good job, good job.
And don't underestimate the small stature.
One hard.
That's something that the players should learn from Ashley Ostermay of the Viking Devils as they'll push it out of the way. Mandel just pushed it across the line over to Thomas. Trying to break through again, triple team, takes a poke check, back to Aquilano, tries to pass up to Nate Galappo, picked up by Ashley off a stick, and Steve Galappo will hold on.
You going up? Good work, guys. Almost.
And picked up back up to the Blues. They'll go to the point. Hickerson with a shot, and that's a little wide. And picked up on the rebound, and it will go back over to Hickerson at the point. Tries to look for a centering pass. None available. Goes to RJ Aquilano for the Zombie. Crawl. Trying to break through as one goes down. But the Blues will pick it up in their own zone. Hickerson will take it behind the net, trying to avoid 1-4 checker. Across it goes. That pass from Fishin. Looking for a center pass to Mission. Shot score! And that will give the Blues a 1-0 lead.
Beautiful pass, Scott. Come on, guys. Be good.
So one of the new players of the team will start us off in this game with 9 minutes remaining. We did finally fix the clock. It turned out to be a wiring issue over the scorekeeper table, but everything is accurate. Admission. We'll take it to the right corner. Looking at RJ Aquilano. Tries to center up, and it ends up hitting Prawl. He'll just clear it down and just avoids the ice as Mandel picks it up. He was in the middle of the change. I don't think he probably realized that an icing call was about to be in effect. The Zombies will just walk it up with Andy Cruz. Tried a shot blocked by Aquilano. Well, play off a stick as Mandel will take it back in his own zone. Will play it off the boards over to Dave Thomas, but an offside called.
Good.
Off the draw, the Blues have it, and it will be over to, well, it's intended for Dave Thomas, but the Zombies get control, crossing over. And here comes Dave Fisher, getting pestered by Nate Galappo. Gets off a pass, just gets to his man. Wide angle shot and a save by Galappo in net.
Smart guy. Smart.
Blues once again have control here. And a tie-up with Evan Mandel. Trying to push across it. They'll go over to Nate Galappo. Looking for a pass. Finds his man. Tries a shot. Partially blocked. But Keith LeGros will still get credit for the save. And gave it away. And a low roller. I don't know if he was trying to shot or if he was trying to pass to Nate Galoppo, but he'll head back out to the Blues with Dave Thomas in control. Thomas goes a low roller, easy save for Galoppo, but Thomas will pick up his own shot. Looking at RJ Aquilano, will take it to the left corner. Tries the shot, it goes off the outside of the net. Wrap around, 2 saves, tries another shot, that's blocked. Sean Mitten takes control. A lot of the play from the Zombie this season has been sluggish, and whoa, where was he going with that pass? That forces him offside as Dave Fisher is forced to retreat, but they will get a change. Cyrus Ashley will pick it up. As I was saying, the Zombies play has been a bit sluggish. They haven't had as much speed as we've seen in the past. And that can be noted with the absences in their roster. Tried to look for a shot, but it just rolled off his stick. Over to Clement. Looking at Andy Cruz. Looking for an option. Finds one to the right circle. Tries a shot. That is blocked by Aquilano. Fishin. Try to pass to the center. Goes over to Clement. Tries a shot and a save by Galoppo and holds on.
I'm on the McMahon. Did I check the check? That's so number 4 is really McMahon 29.
Yeah, it's got to be a 0, but I'll catch it. And the guy I've been calling Dave Thomas all this time was actually Robert McMahon, wearing the number 4, which is actually Dave Thomas's number. But a shot that is blocked. Hickerson.
Nice job, Jess.
Over to Dishin.
Move, guys.
And poked away. Jared Prohl back to the Zombie the other way. They're going to need a lot more offense opportunities. As that goes off the stick of Prohl. Mike Kane tries to pass. Tried to get it to Prohl, but it was pestered along the way by Dave Safried. Tries to go to Dishin. And a stick save off the shot from Dishin. It's a really difficult name for me to say.
Maddie's coming. Who's coming?
As both teams will get a change as we approach the 4-minute mark. Hickerson will take the left corner, looking at a double team. He hasn't got many options, and now is forced to put it behind the net. Trying to look for Safried. Goes over towards point to Ashley. Here's a shot by Hickerson, just a little wide. Safried holding on. Tried centering pass. Oh, had an open man, but couldn't get the shot off.
Get back, one more.
Back the other way. Taking a bump as he'll just roll down the floor. And Keith LeGros will just hold on. And toss-up goes to Nate Galoppo and a shot save by LeGros down low.
Nice job, way to catch it. Man, I just missed it.
I've been seeing Nate Galoppo practice for a good while before the game. He has some skill on the skates, and we got a whistle here. What do we got? What do we got, a penalty here? And did I hear a roughing call? So, it's going to be matching penalties. So we're going to play 4-on-4 for a little while.
Sorry, boys. Nice job.
So we're going to play 4-on-4 for a little while. McMahon and Whaley getting roughing penalties each. Sean Mitten will just backhand it out to Mission. Looking at one, tries to get through two, unable, and Mike Kane will get it out. Evan Mandel will take it behind, getting chased by Nick Cruz. Another attempt to clear, unable. Nate Galoppo tried to backhand it up and was trying to see if it hit the ceiling. It doesn't look like it. It goes over to Mission. Waiting for a lane, tries to go around Andy Cruz, but he just takes a tumble and that gives Zombies possession. And yeah, lack of speed, but Cruz tries to center up, intended for Nate Galoppo, who was wide open in the slot. Actually tries to get through one. Oh, they got to be careful here not to get too many men, but they do avoid the penalty. And that shot got blocked by Sean Mitten, as they will just complete another change with 43 remaining on the penalties and 117 remaining in the period. We'll wait up and we'll just pass it across. So far, a lot of possession time in favor of the Blues. Dave Fisher, thinking about a shot, holds up, now tries a wrist shot, blocked by Aquilano. Well, he picked up by Nate Cruz, backtracks a little bit, and will just decide to clear. Less than a minute remaining, 15 seconds remaining on the penalties.
Go out straight, man. Go out straight. Who's got me? You're going out. Go out. Want me to go out?
Play upwards. Evan Mandel taking a look, takes a poke check. Tries to dance around, unable, and they're going to have a chance the other way. The penalties have expired. Both men are out of the box. As the Zombie will get possession back the other way. Brawl trying to hold the line. He just does.
What are you doing?
And now a lot of open room near the net, and a shot just goes a little wide. The offense feeling a little too confident for the Blues shot. That is blocked. 3 seconds remaining, and he's just going to try to clear it out. Not enough time for another shot, and that will do it for the first period. So low scoring game, and they're just taking a steady pace at this point. 1-0 Blues. Ready for the second period. And off we go. Blues hold a 1-0 lead. We're going to have to try to see a bit more movement from the Zombie. And that's not going to help here, as a shot from Clement is saved by Galoppo. We haven't seen that many shots on net for the Zombie. They've just been having trouble with possession time. And a centering pass and whiffed on it. And backhanded back down. We're going to have to try to see some more movement from the Zombie, because right now they are not playing at the pace that they should be. And a quick save, 2 saves, loose ball, and that's going to go over to Aquilano on the left corner. Picked up by Nate Galoppo, but unable to handle it. Tried to center up, intended for Clement, but Kane will clear. Now race. He'll go over to Hickerson. Will play upwards over to Safri. He'll just play back down to Aquilano, who will play it over towards Kane. And they definitely had a chance for a 3-on-1, but again, there's no sense of urgency, or they didn't pick up on that opportunity. And now the Blues back the other way, 2-on-2, and Hickerson will just dump it to the right corner. Will be picked up by Fisher. Taking a look, intended for McMahon, and it'll be back down the floor. Nick Cruz in a race with Safried, and Safried will pick it up behind the net. And now we'll look at Nate Galoppo. And now they will both head to the boards. Nate Cruz joining in. Stick lift, and it'll be back out to Fisher, who will just clear it across the floor and force the Zombies back offside. They will make a change as McMahon pushes it back down. behind the net. It'll be Hickerson forced to push it back as Andy Cruz attempts to push it back in, but it's going to go back to McMahon. And Aquilano tried to push it, but it gets some help and is swatted back across, and the Blues will restart their attack. They'll get one change. Then attempted to get it past McMahon. It'll go back to Prohl, along with Joe Whaley. Forced back. Holding at the point now, attempts to pass intended for Whaley, but it's blocked. Back to Clement for the Blues, going across the center line. Off the foot of Aquilano. They try to get it to Sean Midden. It'll be pushed to the right corner. He'll play it back across to an open, actually, but that is blocked by Aquilano near the crease. Now Whaley rushing in. And they do get across, and we're looking at a one-on-one. Holds up, tries a shot wide of the net as he goes down. Prohl will push it back in as Mandel will get it up to, well, it was picked up by Prohl, and a shot by Aquilano. That is blocked. Tries another shot, and a big pad save by LeGros. I don't think he saw that, but he got the pad down at the last second. And you can pretty much credit that chance to a screen in front of LeGros. So that is the Zombies' best chance yet. And that's a shot wide of the net. Behind the net as the Blues will restart the attack. Clement will push across on a 3-on-2 to Mission. Tries a shot. Glove save by Galuppo, but a rebound. It'll go back over to Nate Cruz. It will just push it across as LeGros will just poke it across. Almost gave it back. Mandel will restart the attack for the Blues as the Zombies make a change. Down the floor goes, and it'll be back to Mandel again. So far, there doesn't seem to be any sort of organization for the offense on the Zombies' part. They've hardly had any good chances today. We did see their best one yet. And Mission will pick it up 2-on-2, back the other way. Poke check by Andy Cruz. Hey, Galuppo. And Cruz is forced to push it to the corner. Sean Midden now in a battle in the corner. Midden will push it up as the Blues will attempt another attack. But it's pushed back across. Both teams are offside. And Mandel will just walk it up as the Blues will make a change. And try the long pass. That was out of his reach, but Mandel has been given a second chance as it heads straight back for him, but he's going to have to wait for Fisher to get back on side. He does, but a little too far again, and Cruz tries to take opportunity there. Over to McMahon. Crosses again over to Ashley. Centers again, intended for McMahon. It gets to Fisher, but he's dealing with traffic. And Cruz has a chance on a breakaway if he can beat LeGros there. He is unable. And again with a shot, and it's a save, and LeGros covers.
There's a picture of a tortoise. I'm the tortoise's son today.
And that face-off won by the Zombie, and that shot goes wide of the net. Looking for a centering pass. Goes off the back. Tries a backhand, and that one went to an open man, but could not find a chance. And now the physical activity picks up behind the play as that one goes towards the line, and they do get it out. Taking a look. Bad pass, and it goes over to McMahon. Behind the net, swatted by Aquilano, and Andy Cruz forced to give it back. And Zafried pushes it back behind the net. McMahon, along with Aquilano, pushes it back towards the circles. And they'll just be pushed back to the right corner. As Fisher gives him a little shove. But the Zombies will try to get it out. Unable. Hardly any chance for them this game so far. It's going to go over to McMahon behind the net. Andy Cruz forces his hand and actually decides to just leave it for McMahon. And he tried to get a pass back, unable to go back to left corner. Cleared up by Aquilano. Here's Prawl the other way. That could have been a 2-on-1, but he instead calls for a change. Back to the point. Here's Prawl. Holds up, shot, blocker save by Legros. A Cruz is forced back, and Aquilano has to go back to his own corner. Aquilano goes for a long pass. Just gets around Thomas Myers. I keep saying Myers when in fact it's Myers, and a shot from Myers gets blocked. Looking at a 3-on-2. They're not really pushing, and it's going to be a penalty against Clement. But play will continue for now behind the net.
Get to it, touch the ball.
Try center up, and they'll be touched up.
Just came off.
So it'll be a sliding penalty against Clement, and the Zombie will have our first power play.
Everything out, bro. Box up. Good. Box up. Go. Stay in your spot. Don't chase the ball.
And they got a little excited. They already started play without me. As Nick Cruz goes to the corner. And you can hear the Zombie. Steve Galappo really wants to get his team jump started. Passes out to Galappo, but is forced by Myers. But Galappo will get it. Looking at a 3-on-2, but again, slow movement by the Zombie.
Good play.
They're forced back on side. Galappo will get a return. He will push it back across, but that is going to end up going into the hands of Evan Mandel. And he tries to clear, and he gets it out. Steve Galappo forced to leave it over to RJ Aquilano, but he's going to have to make a move, and he has to play it off the boards. Andy Cruz is going to take over. Got to have a little more sense of urgency on this power play. You can tell Steve Galappo in the net really wants to get his team jump started. They need to get moving as Legros makes a save and will drop it off and clear it out back down the floor. RJ Aquilano waits for his team to get back on side. Nate Galappo looking at mission. Nick Cruz tried to get control back. Oh, gave it away! Shot! Well, how do you like that? After what seems to be a sloppy power play, they do come through, and they finally get their first on the board. We're tied at 1. So it turned out to be a bad turnover, and that was the break that the Zombies needed. And that brings us back to a tie game. Played off the boards, and hopefully that should give the morale a jump start. To the left circle, takes a shot, he scores! Goes from no goals to a 1-goal lead for the Zombies. that has now suddenly turned the game around. The Zombie had absolutely no offense up to this point, and now they've had a burst of offense. Here's a shot. Save it! Deflected in! Wow, now we're back to a tie game again. The Blues answer right back. Fisher ends up getting the goal. So the offense has finally decided to show up, and we're now at a 2-goal tie. Trying to lob it up as now that we have more physical activity coming out here. Here's McMahon, will cross over, intended for Ashley. He does find him. Looking at 2 white jerseys, and it goes off the official. As frustrating as that may be for the players, it's fair game. Back down the floor, and LeGros will just leave it for Ashley as the Zombie will get a full change. With 50 seconds remaining in the second period.
Less than a minute, Jess.
Hickerson will play it off the boards over to Dave Fisher, trying to control it, but it'll go back the other way to Galappo. Tried to sneak around Hickerson, but he wasn't fooled by that. Now will escape Galappo, tries to play off the boards, tries to get around. Nick Cruz does get across the line, but it goes over to RJ Aquilano. Up to Mike Kane at center. Tries a wrist shot a little wide of the net, and LeGros will just play it to the corner. 15 seconds remaining.
Go, go, go.
And the Blues are going to try one more rush.
10 seconds.
Mission, if he can get control, he does, but they're forced offside. And that was still an offside as Galappo was a little too greedy there, but that will end the period. So we finally get some offense for both sides, and we end up at a 2-all game after 2. Ready for the third period, and to recap the scoring, Yushin scores the first goal for the Blues, and Fisher got our latest goal. Mike Kane got a power play goal, which helped the Zombie get a good start, and Prawl with a follow-up. And back underway, and tries a long shot, and that will just be sticked away by LeGros. Mandel on the left corner with Mike Kane looming over, and will end up almost giving away to Galappo. And Mission will pick it up, and he gets around Aquilano, now only facing Andy Cruz. Centers up, tried to get it to Myers, but he couldn't settle the ball down. In fact, and he was trying to center it up for Clement. But that ball just hopped off his stick a little too hot. Now Clement's going to try again, this time with Evan Mandel. Tries a shot, saved by Galappo. He slots it away. Mission. It goes back over to Sean Mitten on a double team. Mission on the right corner. Looking at a double team, and almost gave a blind pass. Tries to hold the line. Did he hold it? No, he didn't. And that's going to be an offside against the Blues. Delayed offside, and that gives the Zombie a chance to take a breath. And trying to handle that one a little too far. Myers the other way. And trying to keep that stick down, and they say he did. Mike Kane with the shot, a little wide of the net. Jared Prawl will pick it up on the hash marks from the left circle. Shot saved by LeGros. Behind the net. We'll take it to the other corner. Trying to look for an opening and end up giving it away to Ashley, but a good defensive play at least buys some time. Ashley trying to protect the ball, but it gets poked away to the corner. And it'll be Andy Cruz to put it back down. but it's an icing.
Woo!
Those quick shifts never work, huh?
No, it never does.
Good pass on that one.
Dude, I'm sorry, I'm trying too hard on you. Huh? Get down here.
Toss up, it'll go over to the Blues, but it gets past. Here's where speed comes into play. And a pad is lost as they get to the corner. Looking at a double team. He hasn't really got support on. Man goes down and a penalty's coming up.
How are you supposed to get that backhand? Because like forehand, it's hard right? Going backhand.
And I would expect that it's going to be a hooking call as they got around the stick blade.
Well, it's good, yeah, because this is more of an angle. Just so you can cover this. Or you turn around and catch the forehand. So of course it's a little harder to look at that one.
You had the stick.
And so it'll be a high sticking call. Back at the point, Hickerson with a shot blocked, tries again, unable. Picked up by Fisher. Fisher holds up. Listening for the call, and Prawl gets the block and dumps it out. With about 11 minutes remaining in the third.
Time.
So far, it's been a slow, steady pace for both sides. Ashley will take it to the left circle. And centers up, intended for McMahon. Tries to play it off the boards, but that just gives time for Fisher to pick it up. Fisher holds up, tries a shot, deflected, and it hits the safety netting. Another shot by McMahon, it'll go behind the net. Another attempt to clear, it's back to Hickerson. Hickerson dodges, and a shot gets blocked, and it's cleared out. And the Zombies will get a fresh set of penalty killers. It'll go over to Ashley for the left circle. Gets around Nick Cruz. Will circle around on the left circle. Fisher wide open. Tries a shot. Six save. He's in. He scores! It looked like Labatt had it, but they may have gotten a rebound, and the Blues have regained the lead. So it's Fisher once again. I didn't think that it hit anyone on the way, but it looks like he will get credit, and that would be his second of the game. Myers will take it to the left corner, looking at Andy Cruz, taking a poke check, and Andy Cruz does get it away to Nick Cruz, and he will just clear it out, but it is going to be an icing. And the Blues have got a late addition. Dennis Bailey, or Bailey Dennis, has just joined into the game, so that makes their offense a little more dangerous now, putting in some speed. Here's a shot and a block by Galappo. Another shot goes wide of the net. Mission trying to get a rebound, but it is helped out by Nate Galappo, but kept in by the Blues. Akamal trying to move in. Everybody calling for the feet. It's going to be Evan Mandel to the left circle. Tries center up, intended for Mission. We're back out looking at a 3-on-1 if they can get the speed. Nick Cruz with a shot wide of the net. And that one deflected off of Sean Midden and back over to LeGros, and he has to make a cover. And a timeout being called. So we don't usually see the Blues get that much offense, but the Zombie has just been playing at their pace. In fact, I think it's the Blues that have been leading the pace throughout this game, and that's pretty much why they're leading this. The Zombies have been pretty sluggish throughout their past few games, and they're pretty much forced to play at the speed of their opponents, and they need to take command of that. They need to take command of the game and try to have everyone play at their pace and try to make the playing field even. The face-off will stay inside the Blues zone. The Zombies have had some opportunities to get some good shots on net, but they have just been not been playing at the same pace as their opponents, and just haven't been handling the ball very well today. And the Blues have control. We'll take it behind the net. Looking for Bailey Dennis, but it's going to be an icing. But Galapagos decided to play it. An aggressive play. He's going to decide to try to get a goal now. But that's going to end up going to the Blues. And Dennis with a shot. That's a save by Galapagos. He heard a call for a pass and tried to set her up, and that's going to go back over to the Zombies. Mike Kane the other way, looking at one, goes over to Nick Cruz. Go back over to Kane. Well, give it back over to Nate Galapagos. He'll go point. Aquilano tried a shot, didn't get all of it. He'll go back to the Blues. Clement gets over to Bailey Dennis. He has the speed to make this a breakaway if he can get it. He does. Shot and a save by Galapagos, and he intended to leave it for Aquilano, but he wasn't aware of it. A shot goes wide in the net. That was almost costly. I understand that Galapagos is trying to get his team to get moving here, but he's got to get on the same pace as other players, because that almost led to a goal for the Blues. And McMahon goes back over to Meyer. Shot, score! And I think this is going to go to Bailey Dennis, unless they're going to give it to Myers. We'll find out what the call is, but it's going to be 4-2 Blues. Yeah, you don't mess with the speed of Bailey Dennis. It's Steve Galapagos got a little too aggressive. I understand that he wants to try to push his team to go at a faster pace, but he's just got a little too aggressive. And it's going to go over to Prohl and tries to dump it back down the floor, but they will have to get at a faster pace. I mean, Galapagos does have the right idea, but he needs to get his team on the same page. And Aquilano tried to clear in, couldn't, and they are forced to dump it back down. Walking up is Hickerson, will play it upwards to Ashley. And looking out for Matthew Cruz, and Cruz does have it, and will play upwards to Whaley. He'll just play back down and tries to shoot it back down, as Aquilano will pick it back up for the Zombie with 4:48 remaining, and a steal by McMahon. McMahon with a shot wide of the net. Picked up by Safried and a block by Matthew Cruz, and it'll go back over to Jared Brawl taking a few stick checks, and LeGros has decided to come out and play, and he will get it across the line. And the Zombie's forced to tag back up. And he's just going to get a change and bring out Nate Galoppo, and they're just going to dump it back down the floor, and LeGros is going to leave it, and it's been called an icing, and Aquilano questioned whether he was in front of the edge of the circle. But with 4 minutes and a 2-goal deficit, it will be a stock block. Won by the Blues. Hishin trying to look for a centering pass, unable. Whaley trying to move up, and we'll give it over to Nate Galoppo. They'll try to play it to the corner. Didn't get it all the way though. Attempts to clear and does get it over to Andy Cruz, who will just dump it back down the floor. Hickerson will just walk it out. 3:18 remaining in regulation. And well, he kind of has the right idea. He's wasting the clock. And I don't think the Zombies realize it yet. Now the Galapagos decided to move in and force his hand. And plays it off the bench. Mission. Well, play it to the opposite corner. Bailey Dennis plays it back over to the point. Jesse Hickerson has to give it up to Nick Cruz. But Bailey Dennis with that speed is going to beat him to it and has to play it all at the back of the net. And now everybody fighting for it. And Mission does get across, has to settle his feet, and does get through and stumbles over, almost took Nick Cruz with him, and back down the floor. And they're going to say play on.
1B.
So now it looks like the strategy of the Blues has killed the clock. And the Zombies had it, but Payne had to tag up as we approach the 2-minute mark of regulation. Pulls up, and now we'll go over to Evan Mandel, but a steal back the other way for Matthew Cruz. Centers up, and almost put it into his own net. But it will be covered up by Keith LeGros, and the clock stops at 1:48. Off a foot, and it'll go over to Mandel, but Matthew Cruz tries a shot, and that went off of somebody. It'll go over to the corner. For Brawl, shot and save by LeGros going down. And Evan Mandel doing what he can to kill the clock. And Brawl has to be careful here. Don't want to cause an interference. Backhand goes a little wide.
Move, guys. Move.
And McMahon on the boards does escape. And we'll play it off the boards over to Bailey Dennis. And now looking at Arcolano. Here's Dennis. Back the other way. With a minute remaining in the period and in the game. Oh, gotta look out here. That's almost too many men. And they just, once again, escape having a too many men penalty called against them. Over to Fisher. 42 seconds remaining. And right now their focus just kill the clock, and Myers will chase it down the floor, looking at Aquilano behind the net. And left it for Aquilano, and goes back over to, well, it's going to go to Cruz. And it's going to have to try to get a shot now, and that's going to roll wide the net. Nate Galoppo to the corner with 15 seconds remaining. And it looks like the Blues are going to get a win out of this one against the Zombie. We don't usually see that from them. And that's going to force them offside, and that should kill the remainder of the clock. The Labatt Blues have won this game 4-2. And a little playful jab there as the Blues get a much needed win to try to help them in the standings, trying to catch up with Border Patrol and the Viking Devils. And the Zombies are still looking for answers in their lineup, trying to look for any kind of offense, as well as trying to get some speed into their lineup. We'll be back with a wrap-up. Well, that sluggish gameplay has affected the Zombie once again, falling 4-2. And with the late addition of Bailey Dennis into the lineup, which adds even more to their speed, that means that the Zombie are now forced to catch up a lot more. And with their team being sluggish like that, they need to have the game controlled at their own pace. They have to take control of the game if they expect to get even closer and to score with whoever they are playing. So that'll do it for this game, and we still have some more season to go. So this is Daniel Wilson. We'll see you next time around. The RSHL is supported by AllBlackHockeySticks.com. The stick of choice for many players of the RSHL. Is a very light and durable stick for only $89. AllBlackHockeySticks.com.